Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing a brand video. I decided to do one on Disney. I have quickly realized that this is probably going to be several videos long. So I'm thinking this might even be the part 3, and I'm going to have to go back and do other videos because I'd like to save the higher dollar stuff for the last video. So it's such an immense brand because it's not only Disney, but then you've also got all the other brands, Douglas and, Just Play, all of the others that are, going to be in this also. But y'all, this is some amazing stuff, and I love doing these videos because it just reminds me also of the things I need to be looking for. Several of these I had never, ever seen, ever. So the way that I do this is I keep it very general. Disney Plush in my eBay search. All of this is only on eBay. Then I filter by used, and then I filter again by solds, and then I sort it by highest price. I pick used because those are the things that we're going to find in yard sales, estate sales, and thrift stores. Yes, every once in a while you'll find something with its tag. I still don't consider that new. But everybody's going to do their business how they want to. But I keep it to used because, it's what we're going to probably find. I also use Terapeak to confirm the price. I go into each listing and look for positive feedback because that is the easiest way to make sure that this was a legitimate sell. If I don't see positive feedback, I at least go back into the store to see if it was ever relisted. And that's the best I can do as far as making sure that especially these high dollar sales are legitimate. All right, let's get started. This video is going to be, I think, everything that I found that I wanted to share that was $170 and higher. $170 used Disney Plush. This first one, it's in the box. Could we find it like this maybe at thrift stores or yard sales? It is Alice in Wonderland. They look like they're small plush. This particular one sold for $170. Now, if you see where I have that in writing, that's the price that I got off of Terapeak. Next to it, if you see a plus FB, plus feedback, that's positive feedback, was left. And, it's just my way of showing you guys that it was a legitimate sell. Not everybody leaves feedback, though. We all know that. I think I get a third of the things that I sell, I actually get feedback on. All right, this next one is Winnie the Pooh plush set. It includes, from the Christopher Robin movie. As you can tell, these are those fuzzy looking plush. These sold for $175. I'd never seen this one. This is Pepe the King Prawn plush from the Muppets, sold for $179.95. Figment. I find Figment several a year, but it's usually just the smaller plush. This is actually a backpack from the Epcot Park, and it sold for $179.99. There was a couple of solds on this one. Costume, still plush. This is Bear in the Big Blue House. This was an adult extra large size. It's Halloween, sold for $199. This seller's smart. I don't sell a whole lot of costumes, but they have put on there seller does not accept returns, because when I used to sell a whole lot of costumes, you usually got a couple right after the holiday. And people can be raunchy. Is it going to stop a return? No, but you've got at least a chance that they're not going to return it. Now, there was a couple of plush from this movie. This is Oliver and Company. This one is an 18-inch Rita from the show. I guess Rita Show Dog. I'm not quite sure. I never watched Oliver and Company. This one sold for $200, and as you can see, positive feedback was left. Oh, also, there was a lot of solds that were from other countries, and I do sort this out to be just the US. Disney Pookaloos. I find Pookaloos every once in a while. It's usually Mickey or Minnie. But if you were to ever, like at the bins or at a yard sale and somebody was getting rid of their collection and you could get these for cheap, this large lot sold for $200 with positive feedback. I had never seen this plush. I don't even know if I would have known that it was Nemo, Finding Nemo, but it's a 9-inch gurgle fish and it sold for $200. I have not seen this ever, but I thought I would share it anyway. I don't even know what NUIMO is, but I guess it was from the Japan park. First anniversary Minnie Mouse sold for $200. All right, Christopher Robin, again, Winnie the Pooh. This is Kanga and Roo, and it sold for $200. Now see, this one they even say it has its tags, but I agree with the way they're listing it. They listed it as used, and then you can just say excellent with tags. But for the most part, if you're picking up plush at yard sales and estate sales and thrift stores, they're not going to be new. And it just, for me, is easier to list everything as used. Nanco, y'all. I talk about Nanco as not a brand that I particularly care for. The quality usually isn't the greatest, but they put out a whole lot of character plush. A bunch. Now this is from the Muppets show. This is Rizzo the Rat, and he sold for $200. I've never heard of this show, but again, I don't have littles in the house anymore. This is Pixar Boundin' Buddies plush set. Let me show you the picture of the plush. And it sold for $200.95. Gotta have a Hidden Mickey. Now, if you've not ever heard of Hidden Mickey, if you look at this bear, his face is shaped like the Mickey Mouse head. There is what you call pre-Duffy, and then there is the Duffy bears. The Duffies are what you can find in the parks now, and they actually have a little tag on them somewhere that says Duffy. If you find a bear that doesn't have a tag that's got Duffy on it, then it's what we call pre-Duffy. The best ones to be finding are the ones that are these pastel colors. I think there's pink and there's teal and this purple one. They're larger 17-inch bears. I do have a pre-Duffy listed. It's been listed forever, but it's just the plain brown one. I probably have it overpriced, and I need to probably address that at some point. But definitely, if you've never heard of the pre-Duffies, this is what you need to be looking for. And I have found a couple of the Duffies at yard sales and even at the bins. And they're not very much. They're $20s, $30s, $40, depending on what they're wearing and everything. And they're smaller usually. But if you can find the one that it's just got the regular Disney Parks tag and there's not a Duffy tag on it, grab it. Grab it. This one sold for $210 with feedback. Now, y'all, I had a Bean Rabbit plush. I don't remember what mine sold for. This one says it is Jim Henson Muppet Vision 3D plush. It does have its little paper tag on there. And this particular one sold for $212.47. For some reason, I think mine was a puppet. But I don't remember how much it sold for. Aristocats. I just love these. I would pick these up no matter what if I found them, but somebody ended up with the set of 5 from the theme park. You can just tell they're vintage. Look at those eyes and the fabric. They're that carnival stuff. So they're really stiff. That's what they look like to me. These 5 plush sold for $220 with positive feedback. Now this is the plush from Splash Mountain. I haven't been to Disney in forever, but I think they closed that ride down. I'm sure some of you will put it in the comments. So all of a sudden it's even more popular if you can find this series. The Bear Rabbit, the Bear, the Fox, and the Vulture. These do have their plastic cases still, sold for $225. I had not known about this plush either. This is a Build-A-Bear plush, but it's got the hidden Mickey logo over his eye, and I'm guessing you only get them at the parks. This particular one sold for $225, and as you can see, positive feedback. All right, this is Old Yeller. I read that book. It's so sad. Old Yeller from the Disney store. Still had its little paper tag here on its chest. It is a large plush. A lot of these are the large plush. This one was 30 inches. It sold for $222. All right, Thumper. Again, a large plush. I find Thumper on occasion. Normally he's probably bread and butter, maybe a little bit better, but for the most part, definitely not this, but this was a 32-inch rabbit, and it sold for $229. All right, Lady and the Tramp. I think there's several examples from that movie also. This is Angel. I've had an Angel recently. Not this one, though. It sold for $249.99 with positive feedback. There are collectors out there who will pay, but you definitely need to be checking Terapeak, Google, WorthPoint if you have it, because I saw lots of examples of stuff that sold for way less because people aren't checking their comps. They're just listing them. I've not seen these guys before either. This is from Little Mermaid. It is Flotsam and Jetsam the Eels. Set of 2 plush, $250. Large plush again. This is Winnie the Pooh. He is 36 inches. So he's going to be oversized. They did have free shipping on this. Terapeak will tell you how much shipping was for this particular item. I didn't make a note of it. But this Winnie the Pooh sold for $270. All right. This is Teacher's Pet Walt Disney plush. Says it's extremely rare. I've never heard of it. This particular plush, it was an auction and it sold for $300. All right, again with that fuzzy fur. This is Lady and the Tramp. This is Angel and Scamp, and these 2 plush sold for $300. All right, and Winnie the Pooh again. These were the classics. I find them occasionally, like one at a time. I don't know if I've ever had Owl, though, in this series. This set sold for $300. This buyer had 2 sets of them. That's why it's still kind of it's showing active, because they were lucky to come upon 2 sets. Lion King. Lion King plush lot of 9. I've not seen several of these either. I know definitely there's certain ones, which there's going to be an example in this video, that sell for really, really a lot of money. These 9 plush sold for $302.02 on auction. Disney Bolt. Now this is the large Bolt. There is others that are smaller that don't sell for this much, but anytime you see Bolt, definitely check the comps. This is a 28-inch size and he's lying down. Oh, I can't show you because I have all this stuff on, but he's flat, lying down. Sold for $325 with positive feedback. Wuzzles. I find Wuzzles on occasion, but I've never found this one. This is Walrus. It's usually two animals combined in this Disney series. So this is half walrus, half sheep. A lot of times I find the elephant, I think he's an elephant with a bumblebee or a lion with a bumblebee. I find the elephant and the lion more often. They're also by Hasbro from the 1980s. This one sold for $349.99 with positive feedback. All right, let's see. Star Wars. I'm one of those people. I haven't watched it. I think I went to the movies when the first one came out. I fell asleep. But this one is from 2016. It says it's a Loth cat plush. Sold for $350 on auction with positive feedback. There was a couple of them that had sold. 101 Dalmatian. There's two examples of this one that I'm going to share with you. I'm not sure if it says who this one is. I'm not sure if it's Pongo or if it's just generic. But this is a large plush again by Douglas Company, and it sold for $399.99. Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton, Mickey Mouse, 10-inch, $339.80. I doubt I would ever find one of them at a yard sale. But we can wish, right? All right, what's a video without some stife? These are 5-inch Mickey and Minnie plush, sold on auction for $427.88. I found a couple of stife, but they were the modern ones at the bins, which when I get to that bag, I'll be sharing it with you guys. I had not seen this dog before. Again, it's from Oliver and Company. It says it's a Disney Einstein plush also. He is the Great Dane. Auction, $430 with positive feedback. Cars, Lightning McQueen. It says it's an extra large pillow plush. Very rare. That's got to be pretty big. Probably 3 feet or so. Sold for $349.99 with positive feedback. Now, I found him once before. Not this particular one, and I still think I got some good money, over $100 for it. This is, and it was years ago, Sam Eagle from the Muppet movies. It says it's Vision 3D. That must be the series right here. Muppet Vision 3D. Originally it was $12. Sold for $457.98. Definitely keep your eyes out for Sam Eagle. Maleficent. This is the dragon from Sleeping Beauty. Again, large, 3 feet tall, sold for $457 with positive feedback. Now this was a little, I was like, dang, for one plush, but no, it's actually 3 plush. It is the Lion King hyenas, Bonsai, Shinzi, and the Scar plush. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off so I can show you the 3 pictures. All right, so this hyena with his mouth open, the Scar plush, and then this one with the mouth closed. I'm not sure why they didn't do a picture of all 3 of them together, but they sold for $499. All right, here's the other 101 Dalmatian. This is Pongo. He is from Douglas Company, large size, sold for $500 on auction with positive feedback. I didn't know Disney put out this plush either. This is Aslan from the Narnia series. He's 42 inches and on auction sold for $770. Now, the thing with this one is I went to this seller store. He has plenty of feedback, but there is nothing in his store right now. So it doesn't say he's on vacation, but actually 2 of my highest dollar sales are from this particular buyer. Rare Disney Store Peter Pan lot. There was actually 2 of these. This must be the complete set because both of them were for the 14. One sold for $850 and the other one sold for $800. Wouldn't it be nice to go to a yard sale and find a box with all of these in them? Still not to the end. All right, this is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Again, large plush, 42 inch, also from Applause, sold for $900 with positive feedback. All right, and then this. I love these. I would love to find these, but I wouldn't keep them just because they sold for $995. These are the 3 Little Pigs. It says a set of 4, 17-inch large plush, 1983, auction $995. But the best sell for Disney that's used and in the US is Simba. The large adult Simba. This is from Douglas Cuddle Toys. He is 5 feet long, so he is huge. Huge. I have never found him. Believe me, I'm always on the lookout for him. It does say that this one is the open mouth one. There must be another one with the closed mouth, which I guess the open mouth is more rare, and it sold for $995. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to have to get it together and get the previous probably 2 videos done, maybe 1, and get it out so that I can get this one released also. I hope you guys enjoy these brand videos. I love when I release one of these, almost always I end up getting one comment that says, I watched your video and would you believe I found this particular one? And never fails, and that just makes me happy. Now I've just got to find a few of them, right? 2. Yes. All right. Get to work. Bye.